I'm not sure. We'll have a plan. I mean, just because I played one game doesn't mean my pec magically healed. It's still in basically the same situation it was in before this game. So, and obviously we played a little bit more in the last game than we expected to. So it's just a matter of making sure we have a good plan, sticking to the plan, and doing what we need to do all week long to make sure it's where it needs to be. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
How good is your body?
You guys are on the same wavelength. It feels good. I mean, obviously, after now playing football for 2 months and then playing 50-plus plays, you're going to be sore. You're going to be a little beat up. So it was a quick reminder of how difficult the game of football is when I woke up on Sunday morning. But that extra day was nice, and to be able to rest and recover and get back to work now with the guys and ready to go.
Was there anything about the game or the aftermath of the game that surprised you or that was different than maybe it had been before you were injured?
No. I mean, it's a tough game. It's a very difficult game. It's tough, especially when you play overtime. Playoff football is tough. It was a physical game. It was good. I think it was what I expected it to be.
In terms of style of play, what do you see from the Chiefs and the way they operate their offense?
I mean, they do a great job. They've obviously got a great coach in Andy Reid and Bieniemy and those guys, and great quarterback, great players. They got Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, all those guys. They have a great football team, and they do a lot of great things with them. Extremely talented quarterback. They can get the ball all over the place. He can make things happen, and they do a great job of mixing up and having. They got playmakers all over who can do many different things. So it's just a matter of being sound, executing your assignments, and doing your job.
What do you remember about the previous matchup as far as y'all falling down early and coming back?
Yeah, I mean, it was a long time ago. It was early on in the season. Both teams dealing with different things at that time, and some things are similar, but a lot of things are different from that time of the year. So I remember it's a great atmosphere. I always love playing at Arrowhead. It's a great atmosphere. Their fans are awesome, and it always is a great place to play. But sorry, and didn't mean to interrupt. But it's going to be another great atmosphere, obviously, in the playoffs.
AJ, how do you kind of view all this and process this what a lot of people think is a miraculous return? I'm sure you're thankful for that and to be a part of it. Do you just the opportunity now to add to that, to get another win, to go someplace this franchise hasn't gone? How do you kind of process all of that just going forward?
I think for me, it's day to day. I mean, I'm dealing with it on a day-to-day, hour-to-hour basis. I don't necessarily look at it as a miraculous comeback or anything because I'm dealing with it every day, and it's just what I do that day. So I don't think I think when you look at something from the outside perspective, you see it from a wider lens, and you see it from a bit more magnified and with a different lens. But for me, it's just doing what I do every day, trying to get out there with the guys and help the team win football games, and obviously won a great one this past weekend here at home, and now we have an opportunity to go into a great location on the road with a great fan base and a team in a stadium with a lot of history and tradition, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But for me, it's just a matter of taking my day minute by minute, doing what I need to do, taking care of my body from sleep, nutrition, training, weight room, practice, training my mind for in the film room, in the meetings. I break my day down into small chunks. I'm not good enough to handle big chunks at once, I have big goals and big dreams, but it's a lot easier to digest and it's a lot easier to tackle big tasks when you break it down into tiny little chunks. And so that's what I do. I break it down to chunks, and the current chunk is a 10-minute session with you guys, and I'm trying to digest that one as best I can.
JJ, beyond the health aspect that you addressed, how much is shedding rust, and even if you play football for many years, but you have a few months away from it, how much now do you feel like that you've had the game under your belt that could help you just to add all those snaps and be back to flow?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's when you take 2 months off and you haven't been out there for that long, it's going to take a little bit to get back into it, to get back used to the flow. And I mean, like I said, I'm still dealing with the pec. It's not like it all went away over the course of the last week. So still trying to work with it and do everything that I can while still being smart and making sure that I'm diligent with the way I attack the work and not trying to re-aggravate it along the way. So it's just a matter of playing football. And once you get out there, the adrenaline takes over and the game takes over, and you just kind of, it's like riding a bike. You get out there and you just, instincts take over the game. And like you saw in the last game, once the third and fourth quarters come around and it's go time, you know, there's really, everything kind of goes out the window and you just play football the way you know how to play it.
You talk about Patrick a little bit, what the challenges he offers, because he can run, he can make crazy throws. What are the challenges preparing for a guy like that?
I mean, he's a great quarterback. It's the challenges of playing against a great quarterback, a guy who you know can obviously run around and scramble and make throws on the run because he has an extremely strong arm, but also a guy who's extremely intelligent, smart, leads their offense well, knows how to get them into good plays, knows how to put them in the right situations, and knows how to deliver the ball. Whether it's a short pass or it's a long pass all the way down the field, you know, he can do everything. So it's a great challenge. And it's the NFL playoffs, you know, you're not going to run into many non-great challenges. So it's really looking forward to it and love that type of competition. Right.
Juju, what does it mean to you on Sunday to have the opportunity to take this franchise where it has never been with a win in the divisional round?
I mean, it's obviously the goal. That's the goal for us. But you have to attack your work today as the most important thing. You know, you can't look ahead to Sunday now because today will pass you by. So it's a matter of doing the right thing, like I said earlier, doing the right thing in the meetings, doing the right thing at practice, doing the right thing in the weight room, just taking care of your body. Because if we're looking ahead to Sunday, we're missing today. And I think that's the most important part, is just making sure we do what we need to do to be great today.
Would you consider that you coming back up kind of gave them a little bit of an emotional lift along those same lines when your quarterback powers through, you know, head after head or drags guys into the end zone? Does that have a similar sort of effect on the team?
Yeah, of course. I mean, those plays are huge, and I mean, the guy's done it all year long. And like we've always said, you're never out of a game when you're on this team because of what we've got at the quarterback position. He's done such a great job, and so. All we needed was a little spark, and then we let the offense did a great job, the defense did a great job, and we know what we're capable of. We just have to do it, and we have to have that energy and that drive from the start of the game. And I think that that's obviously our goal this coming week, is to not wait till the second half to do that.
It looked like your first bull rush in that game was your last play of the second quarter, and it was a nice bull rush. Were you conscious of that at that moment? Did it feel like that maybe that was one more step in returning to yourself?
Thank you. It's nice to talk to a fellow defensive lineman.
That was my only
I've worked on it in practice the week before. I've tried it. I've tested it out, and it's one of those things that the first time I did in practice, I was obviously slightly hesitant with it just because it was the first time I was doing it. I wanted to see how it felt, and it held up. So then I tried it again in practice, and then the second, third, fourth time I did it, I was like, oh, okay, we're fine. And so once you translate over to the game, it's almost like the same process a little bit starting over. So the first time you do it, you throw it in there, but you don't fully throw it in there, and so it wasn't my best one of all time. But you get more confident with it, and then as you go, you kind of forget about it all. And so once I get to the fourth quarter and beyond, then it's just kind of football as usual. But, yeah, I would say it definitely I'm not going to lie to you, there was a slight bit of hesitation with it just because subconsciously your mind kind of takes it over. But as I go along and as I continue to get stronger, that'll go away.
JJ, Patrick Mahomes had his kneecap dislocated earlier this year. You know, he walked off the field. You had your injury. Deshaun had his punctured lung last year. What is it that drives you? Can you put that in words, the passion that you guys have to play at that level and want to be back there no matter what and get back there as quickly as possible?
I mean, I think it's just kind of the way it's ingrained in an athlete. You know, I mean, you play this game and you're a part of a team, and you work every single day with these guys to try and be great. And especially at the level we're at, where there's fans and everybody cheering you on and rooting for you, and you've got all these guys in the locker room, you've got coaches working their butts off to try and get you prepared, and you do all this to play the game. And when you get hurt, when you get injured, when you go through something, you face adversity, there's nothing in your mind but getting back out there and doing what you love for your teammates, for your coaches, for those fans, because that's what it's all for. Like, there's nothing else, there's no other reason to do it. It's because of all those people. It's what you do. Like, I don't even know what the other option is. Like, I don't even know what quit. I don't know. No. So it's just, that's what you do. You overcome, you find a way, and you do whatever it takes, even if you know that there's going to be some risk with it, because in the end, it's all worth it.
JJ, we haven't had a chance to talk to you since Kelly was traded. How happy you are for her? She's getting into an environment that's going to be beneficial to her, but coupled with the fact that y'all are going to be apart when she's working. How does that all work for you?
I'm extremely excited for her. It's a great situation. Chicago's a great team. They have a ton of great players, a great coach, and it's a great organization. And so I'm really, really excited for her to get up there and to be able to play and watch her grow and succeed as a player. It's also a great city, so I'm excited for her to be able to spend some time there. It's close to my hometown, so I'll be up there spending some time as well. The time apart will be difficult, obviously, but the thing that we both said is that I told her when she was asking about it, I said, you only get so many years to play your sport. For me, football, for her, soccer, you only get so many years to do it. We have the rest of our lives to spend together. I want you to take every advantage you possibly can to make your soccer career as great as you possibly can, because you can't do it forever. So whatever you have to do, if we have to fly, we have to travel, we have to do whatever it is, do what you can possibly do now to make your soccer career as great as possible, because they're going to create memories that will last a lifetime, and then we can talk about them for the rest of our life.
You guys watch film together at all?
Yeah. She didn't like my bull rush either, so.
Some guys watch it pretty good at breaking down film. Do you do that for her?
It's funny. So, we don't necessarily break down film, but we'll be sitting on the couch after the game on Saturday, and she'll be like, "What's on TV?" Or I'll be flipping through the channels, and she'll be like, "Isn't there a game on?" And I was like, "Yeah, but you just watch she's like, "Turn it on." She wants to watch. So she loves watching it. She loves talking about it. She knows everything about the whole league. She obviously loves watching my brothers playing everything. And then I'm a huge soccer fan myself, so I watch all of her games. I don't tell her what to do, because that's, A, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and B, I get yelled at. So, but I love watching it. We love talking about it, and there's nothing better than obviously having an athlete who understands. And we talk about workouts and recovery more than we talk about anything. Because she's right now training extremely hard, and so we literally are talking about deceleration patterns and how you're supposed to decelerate and which leg you're supposed to plant off of in cutting. And so it's boring, but for us it's really, really exciting, nerdy sports stuff, and it's cool. She fills my game ready for me every night, and it's like stupid stuff, but it's awesome. And I'm so glad that she understands and we understand each other what we go through.